Wanted to come on here and say hi. Just kind of a chit chat, question and answer kind of thing. I've been trying to stay busy doing, I have my window open, so if that's the noise you guys hear, it's actually really nice out, so have that open. I've been trying to stay busy, started a podcast, started another YouTube channel, which is about like end times and, it's like end times, religious talk, along with like world events, things going on. So it's something that I've been really interested in for the past 4 years. Ever since that, thing happened. So been trying to stay busy and just trying to do some stuff. Hello, hello. I'm gonna give it a minute. Just let everybody start to come in. If you could, when you come in, throw a comment, let me know who's here. And if you could do a thumbs up, that would be so much appreciated. For some reason, it takes YouTube 5 to 10 minutes to send out alerts, notifications. Kind of takes a little bit of time. Hello, Connie. Doing okay. Doing okay. How are you doing? I feel so all over the place, to be completely honest. It's really hard to describe. It's very like walking through a really dark cloud, and it like lasts probably like a couple minutes, and I just feel like the weight of the world on my shoulders, and then it's the weirdest feeling. I've never felt this before, and it almost feels like I don't even know how to survive. Everything feels dark for a while. It's hard. Hello, hello. Yonens. How are you doing? Can you guys hit the thumbs up? You just have to click out of the chat, hit thumbs up, and then go back in. It took me a minute to figure that out when I first started YouTube. Sounds like rebound. Yeah. I feel like for the most part, I'm definitely healing well, recovering well, but there are days where I feel very overwhelmed. I feel just frustrated over it. And I think just the feeling like you're sick all the time, it really starts to catch up to you and make you feel like you just can't or don't want to do it anymore. And that is a feeling that I've had since this whole thing has happened. And I'm really frustrated with that feeling. It's a really hard journey with the physical and the mental. And I'm still trying to juggle that. It's a terrible feeling. Prayers for you. Thank you, Connie. You as well. Definitely still trying to understand where I'm at, I guess, because some days I feel pretty decent, and that's amazing when that happens. And then other days I'm really struggling mentally to figure out what my purpose is. Hi, Mary. Hello, hello. I guess trying to figure out what my purpose is and doing like Spotify and doing all this stuff. It's helping me stay busy, but it's really tough to feel dark and then feel like you have to keep pushing through, you have to keep moving on. It's really hard. Hi, Masked Avenger 79, how are you? I'm seeing a doctor in the morning about tapering diazepam. She mentioned 2.5 milligrams. So is she crossing you over to diazepam, and the crossover amount is going to be 2.5 milligrams? That's not bad. It's so confusing. It really is. I'm doing okay, Mary. How are you doing? Besides, I have like flu-like or cold-like symptoms, stuffy. My head always feels discombobulated. I feel, dark times, all of that. But all in all, I definitely think I'm making some really good progress. 2.5 starter dose. Okay. Basically, yeah. Well, I am just cheering you on, Masked Avenger. You could do this. I feel like when I'm laying down, I feel lazy. And then when I'm up doing stuff, if I don't feel very good. And I think that it's just a vicious cycle when it comes to, I guess, chronic illness, chronic things that last longer than like a couple weeks. I'm okay up and down like always. Wow. I wish this whole journey would be just even just the slightest bit faster. I just don't know what my purpose is, and that's tough. DZ visuals. I think you just need to get up out of the house. I do. I have to take the kids to school, pick them up, doctor's appointments, all that stuff. So I definitely have stuff to do, and I get out of the house, but it's just stressful some days, most days. Because in the back of my head, I feel like, am I going to be going through this for another couple years? Is this like how it's going to be always? And that I struggle with, to be honest. You will soon find out it takes so much time to heal. Yeah. It's a very hard process. I think this is the hardest thing that I've ever gone through. My postpartum depression episodes were really rough, but they didn't last forever. They didn't last years. It wasn't, it was really hard for like a month or two. And this is something that I've never experienced. It's something that it just kind of takes a hold of you for a quite a long time. And that's something that I'm really struggling with. Even when I feel okay, I still feel very like brain fog, cloudy, all of those feelings, even when I feel okay. And, I don't know what is chronic with me. I don't know what is, the Klonopin, amitriptyline were suppressing. And then now it's like, oh no, you do have XYZ going on. And that's another issue that you have. So I'm just trying to figure out everything and trying to figure out what is what. Yesterday was a really good day. I hope you guys had a really good weekend. Had a friend over, watched some TV. They did breakfast, did all that. And when you get outside your head, it's really nice. Yeah, Klonopin is clozapam. Yes. Yeah, Klonopin is the brand name and clozapam is the generic name. Yes, it is. I'm hoping that I could keep going with the YouTube channel and not have to worry about going back to work. I've been applying to jobs and we'll see how that goes, but I am really hoping that I can get down the YouTube avenue. I think that would relieve a lot of stress. So that's a goal that I'm trying to do. Erin, what's up with the other channel you're starting? Thank you, Mary. So I've been really interested in like end times, like Bible, Revelations, end times, and like news stuff ever since the vid thing happened in 2020. Just like different things happening with like Israel and just like world events and end times. And so like I watch End Times Talk and Gigi, Blue Heaven, and Chris, Global Rapture Warrior, or, you know. And so, like, I find it super fascinating. And I was just thinking, you have to do something that you really love to do. Otherwise, you you stop eventually, like within a couple days. And so I figured, hey, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to do the end time stuff and the the news and just give it a shot. So I did my first video. It's going to be probably once a week or twice a week at this point, just because I don't want to pile on something else. I don't want to put stuff out there just to put it out there. I want to put it out there because I want to put it out there. And so I uploaded the first video. I got to work on it a little bit, and then it'll be public. I hope you guys like it. But it's just something else to do. Try not to wallow in my own, like, pain. How about animal abuse? You know, there's a lot of things that could be talked about. I just don't know enough about that. And ever since 2020, the end times, end of the world, rapture has really fascinated me. Like, my whole life it has, but like really a lot right now. So that's why I'm dabbling in that, because it's intriguing, it's fascinating, and I'm just really interested in it. And I think that that's going to keep it going. If you're interested and you like the apocalypse, I guess you could say apocalypse. It's basically the book of Revelation in the Bible talks about the end times. So when God comes down, he raptures the church out, and then there's 7 years of tribulation. So yes, you would say it's the apocalypse, because there's 7 years of like hell on earth. And I do talk about it in the other channel. It was the first video, so it's pretty basic, but yeah, so end time stuff and like what's going to happen when everybody's left on earth to endure the tribulation, kind of thing. So animal abuse is too depressing. Yeah, I would really struggle with the animal abuse. Like, that really pulls out my heartstrings. I love animals. I love them so much. And so doing that would be, especially this place in my mind, like with the withdrawal and everything, like it just would be too hard, too sad. And I don't think I'd be able to handle it. I'm already crying over my animals, and I'm already dealing with all of that sadness. So I don't think I could add to it. If you guys wouldn't mind, throw a comment in, let me know who's here. And then if you could throw a like on the video. Hi, Drew. Yadav. So yeah, if you want to, I did put the channel in the description. So anybody who wants to just check it out, see if it's something that interests you. Yeah, it's always intrigued me. I remember when my mom used to talk about it when I was younger. It used to scare me. The whole end of the world thing, it used to scare me. And now that I'm older, I can understand it more. Did you guys do a whole lot this weekend? I tried to just keep it really chill, hang out with friends. We did game night, had some friends over. It was a lot of fun. I just try to pace myself, and doing stuff at my house, I feel that security and comfort. But if I was like out somewhere, I would feel a little bit more of like a panic, because I can't escape and do what I need to do, I guess. So as long as I can do my own thing and run away and hide if I need to, that's what I'm hoping for. I wonder if YouTube is taking so long to actually alert people. Hey, Tim. Doing okay. How are you doing? You know, hit or miss, kind of up and down. But all in all, you know, I do feel like I'm coming around. I do feel like that, so it's just a weird day. I feel very, maybe it's Monday and I'm used to like during the week the husband and the kids being home, and then like Monday comes around and I'm by myself, so maybe I get like stuck. But I'm just trying to stay hopeful, and definitely need to go and get some sun on my face because um oh, so my daughter got her permit, so we've been going driving, which is scary as all get out. Like, it is super scary. So I did go out yesterday and I took her driving. We went to the store. Um, but yeah, like it's crazy. Like, where do you start? I don't want to start on the road, but like, yeah, I just took her to like back streets. It's a scary thing. So yeah, I got some sun on my face yesterday. The day before, we did our son's soccer game and game night. So I'm proud that I did get out. And then during the week, I usually like hang around the house, which is not good. Like, I need to go for walks and stuff because that kind of stuff can catch up to you when you're just sitting around. But I've had this like cold where I feel like I'm like coughing and all that. And it really makes me feel yucky. It just doesn't make me feel good, so. Let me know what you guys have planned. All in all, just living the dream. Hi, Gary. Recovery from benzos is a nightmare. You're saying it. Where are you on your journey? How many months in are you? Are you tapering or are you off of them completely? It's a rough one. It's a rough one. I do hear people, like my uncle came off of opiates and he had not a bad time at all. And I can't believe that. It's kind of scary when your kids get their permits for driving. My mom and dad were the same way with me when I got my permit. Yeah. Oh, Gary, you're tapering. It's a rough ride, but I'm sure it'll be worth it in the end, Gary. Hopefully you can get down there and you can get over the hump. And I think the beginning is the worst, for me at least. I have a harder time dealing like with mental stuff. I could deal with physical stuff better than mental stuff. That's a hard one for me. I hate the feeling of frustration and just sadness. That's kind of where I am today. Just frustration and sadness. I don't like feeling sick all the time. Hope you're well. How are your symptoms today? Definitely coming around and getting better, but still very frustrated. I just, all in all, just don't feel well. There's nothing that I can isolate at this point. It's not like the symptoms. It's just, I guess, feeling like you have a cold. Sorry. I talk a lot and then I start yawning. So yeah, I think it's just about, all in all, just not feeling well. If you want to start them off back roads, like you said, in empty parking lots where there are not many cars. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I think that is the best thing to do. Gary, you're 2 years into tapering. What is your dose right now? It's hard. I think trying to deal with family, kids, working, all of that while tapering, it could be really, really overwhelming because you're trying to get off this stuff, and you have life. Life doesn't stop. You have life going. You're down to 10 milligrams of Valium. What was your highest dose? She's a new driver, so she's very cautious. She's just cautious and she's scared. So like turning onto one of the streets back here, she didn't know which lane to be in. She was like 3 miles an hour, that kind of stuff. She's just scared. 15 milligrams of Xanax. Wow. Wow. So now you're on 10 milligrams of Valium. You've cut out most of your Xanax, all but 1 milligram. How are you feeling at this point, Gary, being on the 10 milligrams of diazepam? Hi, Westside. I am not single. Which is like 70 milligrams of Valium. I thought it was higher. I thought 1 milligram of Xanax was 10 milligrams of Valium. Oh yeah, you're trying to give me pointers. Sorry, I'm not much. No, it's okay, Tim. Every pointer is great. Thank you. I'm just like in track housing, that sort of thing. I mean, I'd rather her be super, super reluctant than, oh, I got this. I know how to do it. She just needs to get comfortable. She needs to get comfortable behind, you know. So I'm guessing it's going to take some months. You're miserable. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Gary. What are your main symptoms? And do you hold until your body recovers? Like, do you feel like you hold until you're good and then cut? Or are you cutting really quick? Also, I feel like when I have to like make calls and do things, I'm like, I get overwhelmed. Wow, 2 years of tapering, yeah. Just make sure that she's not on her phone while she drives. Yeah, we have USAA, and they have a feature on there where it tells you if you pick up your phone during the car ride. It tells you if you brake hard. It tells you all of that. And so that's really good that we have that feature. You feel hungover, Gary? So many different, like some people feel XYZ and the other people feel it's so different how it affects different people. Are you able to work while you keep coming off of it? Constant battles, yeah. It's definitely a really hard thing to do. I just don't like this brain fog, brain stuff. Oh, that's good that you're not working right now. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. I mean, I have kids and I have to shuffle them around and handle that, but I couldn't imagine actually like working 8 hours a day. That's really good because I use mine while I drive and I shouldn't be on my phone. Yeah, it's really, really bad. I try not to be on my phone. Like I said, the app calculates and it tattles on you if you are on your phone. But yeah, it's so much better not to be. I don't see how you do it. I have a lot of help. So my husband picks up where I can't, and there are certain things that I just have to do. So like my son he was sick. I had to go pick him up at school, and I was like had bad tremors the whole way there. I mean, it was, and just had to I just had to kind of suck it up and do what I needed to do. It didn't make it easy. It made it really, like, mentally it was really hard. Like mentally it was so draining on me. But yeah, it's awful. Just got to push. I don't like to say push through because it kind of sounds snotty and like you just got to push through. But I just knew I had to do it, and I just was like, I just have to do it, I guess is how I looked at it. I can relate, yeah. Doing okay. How are you doing, Annabra? I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. It's way harder than opiates. I do hear that. There are people with opiates that are just still going through hell. It's just one of those things where just depends. It just depends on your body, your metabolism, all of that. I am good. The United States. So let me know what you guys have planned, and well, if she's a good driver, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. She she's getting there. I'm waiting till I get the student driver signs for the car, because people were just honking at her and just kind of being, jerks. But if I didn't know she was a student driver, I'd be annoyed too. So nice. I'm from India. Very nice. Did you guys have like a lot of panic? I feel like I didn't at the beginning, but now that the symptoms are like lingering, I feel like that sense of panic, because it's not been so long, but it's been long for me. So I have this sense of panic because I'm just so unbelievably over it that I just I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to fight through this anymore. I don't want to struggle, and I know you guys are all in the same boat, so it is a rough ride. Yes, Gary, I've been completely off for 4.5 months. And I must say, I think it's, for me, as soon as I cut it out completely, it was pretty intense for a while, and then it slowly, gradually gets better. So yeah, I am completely off. Do you vlog on your channel? I'm going to start doing more and more. It's kind of a mixture, just depending on what I feel. But yeah, it's just kind of just depends. The worst time to worry about if she gets to drive. Worry about it if she gets your driver's license. Yes, yes, yes. But she has to pass that test, so that's something we just got to practice. You're in the thick of it. Oh, really? At 4 months, you think that's the thick of it? I feel more like head issues, head congestion, just head, brain fog, all of that stuff. Like just head stuff, more or less. I know it should get better, but I feel like my will is kind of just slowly just kind of stopping. I had a seizure from withdrawals. Why I had to get on Valium. Yeah, you were on a pretty high dose too. Wow. Would it be a head cold? So I have like they diagnosed me with migraines, which creates like a a head pressure, clicking in my ears, ear pressure type thing. Um, so honestly, I just don't even know what's what at this point. But I'm getting sick a lot. I'm getting sick like every other week. Um, and I think that could be a number of things. What was my dose? It was 1 milligram of clozapam and then switched me over to Valium and then slowly came down that for like 9 months. When I got to 2 milligrams of Valium, then I stopped. And I wish I would have broke that down even more. I wish I wouldn't have stopped at 2 milligrams. I wish I would have tapered all the way down. Hi, Leslie. You're from Corpus Christi? I am not from Texas. I'm on the Southwest. Have you went to the doctor? No. There's many different reasons, but I haven't gone to the doctor. I went a month ago. So, Corpus Christi. So my cousin and I were talking about moving there a long time ago, like jokingly. But I'm an aesthetic instructor, so there's not like a whole lot of jobs there. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, it's good. It's nice to be off, but I just want to feel normal again, as all of you do. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, I live in a city. I was born here, so I live in a city, and it's kind of like what I'm used to. I also have family in Arizona. That's funny. Me too. That's funny. If I could move anywhere, it'd be by my family again. Sorry, I was driving. Yes, a lot of panic. That's awesome, Mary. You're driving? How is that going for you? Would it be a migraine? Yeah, they said that I have migraines and it's like the head things. I've been on Nurtec for about a week and a half, and I don't notice much of a difference between like the head pressure and ear pressure and all that. So I don't know. Like, I'm just frustrated with it all. And then that medicine is super hard to get. I'm back and forth with the prior auth. I'm back and forth with the pharmacy, the doctor. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare to get meds. It's a nightmare that that medications can cost so much money. I mean, it's like $1,300. But there's no migraine medication out there. If anybody knows, there's like anti-seizure medicine, but no migraine medicine. That's like in generic. None. They kept giving me anti-seizure medication. It's insane. That give up, I don't want to do it anymore feeling is just, it kind of pops in and out throughout my day. Like, this is miserable. I can't do this anymore. You always drive? I know that, I thought that you were more or less like staying in your house a lot. Um, so I didn't know that you were driving and kind of getting out. That's awesome. It's both that hurts. Yeah. Nothing has stopped me from driving. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. I'll go out and like lay on my grass or something and but I like driving too. It just kind of gives me some freedom and I don't know, take my mind off things, I guess. Oh, driving is fine for me as long as I don't have anxiety. Okay. That's awesome, Mary. Let me look it up. But I gotta call and make sure they got the prior auth and all that. So I am going to, right? I thought the same thing, Mary. I'm like, where are all the people? All of the regulars. You're here, Tim's here. But like, there's so many people that are missing. It's all on the same day, too. Yeah. All right, guys, I have to call the doctor and try to get some prior auth. And you know how that is going through the insurance. Life goes on, yeah. I know, it's tough. It's kind of having that spaz moment where I'm just feel overwhelmed. I don't want to deal with this whole medication thing. All right, guys, I will see you guys on Wednesday. I have to do some calling and some stuff, but it was so good to get on here and talk to you guys. I will see you guys on Wednesday, okay?